Hello and welcome to GrindslimeTV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're heading over to Italy, where we're going to be checking out some brutal death metal in the style of Devangelic and their album Ersetu. Oh, absolute banger. This is their third album, came out in 2020 on, who was it? It was, Willowtip, of course it was. Yeah, Willowtip, good label. They put out some of that putridity stuff as well, so already that's a winner in my books, you know what I mean? So is what it is. So very cool imagery there, very sort of that kind of ancient Mesopotamian kind of thing going on, which is really cool. Bit more of a thing on there. Got your 9 tracks on there with a total run time of just over half hour, I think it is. So not long at all. It's one of those nice digipacks, and even though it's only got the one flippy flip, look at this here, Rake. Oh wow, you can put whole booklets inside them. Amazing. Isn't it just? So, but it turns out they've been doing this for years, you know? Who knew? Who knew? But a little closer look there, bit more glare-free for you. So, yeah, really cool kind of stuff there. On the inside, you've got that sort of... This is kind of like their Nile album. You've got that sort of ancient monolithic aesthetic thing going on there, like ancient civilizations and whatnot. Oh yeah, fancy lyrics, but it's pretty much the same on every page with where that's concerned, as you can see. So look, there's another one. But yeah, in the last bit you've got your photo and whatnot and everything. So a little bit on the back, credits and shit. A nice little opening there with the CD as well. Lots of engravings and sort of stuff going on. Definitely leaning away from their roots, because their first album, Resurrection Denied, which is my favourite one, is essentially a Discord worship album, but it's a bloody good one. And after that, Phlegathon came out, which was still the same kind of style, but it sort of went a bit more into the into the sort of you did it again, the Parallels of Infinite Torture kind of era, with like a little bit more sort of atmosphere going on, but it was still very much a brutal death metal record, as is this. But this is definitely a lot cleaner, a lot more technical, more melodic in places for sure, but it's definitely taken on that kind of Nile sound, and you, not to the point where it's completely copying it, but you can see it's got that sort of epic, large kind of thing going on about it. And then of course went into Zool, their next one, which is essentially a heavier, more sort of a mix between this and going back to like Phlegathon kind of thing. So really, really, really solid discography all round. Can't go wrong with a bit of Devangelic at all. So got to be done there. Song wise, all of them are really good. I mean, none of them outstay their welcome, and with the half-hour playtime as well, it's pretty much perfect. Lots of speed, amazing production as well, and it's not to the point where it's squeaky clean. It's still pretty well produced, because you know it's technical stuff, so they like you to hear all the notes because they worked hard on them, you know. So cool. But it still goes into that old school kind of breakdowns here and there, not in a slammy way, but it's got the breakdowns on there. And there's more of a sort of Morbid Angel kind of vibe going on to this as well. That kind of almost like a blackened atmosphere. But the drums sound incredible. You've got those really fast blasts in there, but they sound a lot like those sort of clunky snares that you get on like Tomb of the Mutilated or something. So really, really cool where that's concerned. But on the other bits, with like the more sort of, could say proggy bits, I guess, which sort of, you know, they're a little bit out there, a little bit more leaning into the atmosphere, got some Gregorian chants here and there. All of that stuff, would, you know, it all sits nicely in there. It doesn't sound like it's going too mental, but definitely a more out there album compared to their other stuff. But this isn't like a weird album or anything. This is still like a straight up brutal death metal record, just in a different kind of vein. So definitely worth getting a little look onto that. And just, it's available on Spotify and YouTube and whatnot. And they're really nice guys as well, which is always cool. I haven't met them, but I've had the pleasure of speaking with them on occasion, and they've been very polite and whatnot, which is always nice. So yeah, Ersetu by Devangelic. definitely worth your time. If you like stuff like Californian Disgorge, Immolation, Morbid Angel, sort of Nile, like I mentioned, that sort of vein of death metal sort of mixed into one, then yeah, definitely worth your time. Make that happen. Ersetu, Devangelic, Italy. That's it from today. I'll see you guys later.